Hi everyone, I'm Rita Lavon and welcome to my channel at Love Build Share. If you were not already a subscriber, I ask that you click that red square in the right hand corner of your screen, and also don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll have all those links in the description box below. And today's video is going to be a heart-to-heart video. These heart-to-heart videos, they just mean so much to me. It's where I get a chance to really sit down with you all and talk to you about things that are near and dear to my heart. So with that being said, today's video is going to be about liking versus loving. And I know some of y'all are like, what? Liking versus loving? Look, stick with me and I'll explain it, okay? So I actually have a very unpopular opinion when it comes to liking someone versus loving them. Now, the average thing for people to say is that it means more when you love someone versus liking them. And I disagree with that. I actually think that it means more to like someone than to actually love them. When you love someone, depending upon who you are and who that person is, you may let that love for you blind you. Kind of like how they say love is blind. Sometimes people will let the love they have for you make them do really, strange and crazy things. It's kind of like how they say, love will, make you do crazy things because you're just blinded by it. You just see that particular person as just the best ever, and no matter what they do, you just continue to allow them to do, whatever behavior that they're doing. And that's not a good thing, in some instances. And that's why I believe that it means more to like someone. Because from my experience, when I like someone, I want to see them. I want to text them or call them. I smile when I see them. I think of them from time to time. It's kind of like how they say it's the thought that counts. Like when you think of someone and you want to reach out to them, even if you, don't do it that often, just truly thinking of them, it does count. And when you like someone, you actually want to hang out with them. Like you care for them. You want to see how they're doing and, what's going on in their life. And there's just more of like a deep rooted, like caring aspect. Like, I just feel like liking someone is just so strong. It's kind of like how if you see someone that you don't really rock with, like the way that you say hello is not going to be the same way that you say hello to somebody that is just like, your best friend or whatever, and we all do it because it's kind of like an energy thing where it's like when you connect with someone on a particular level, that likeness is so strong that, it's just different when you're around them. It's like difference between being with your best friend and being with just like an associate who you just, all right, they cool or whatever, but your best friend, like that's who you really, really like. And another example that I can give that is going to sound like so weird, like I think of it almost like, think of like a hamburger, okay? So hamburgers are good, like they're great, right? But the hamburger is like loving someone. Like it's basic, you know what I mean? Like usually when someone gets a burger, there's other things on it. So the hamburger is the love. But then once you add the cheese and like mustard, ketchup, onions, just lettuce, like whatever type of toppings you like on your burger, that's what it is to really like someone. And if you put like a whole bunch of toppings on it, like that's the real deal. Like that's your best friend. Like a whole deluxe burger, But the person that you're just like, all right, they're okay. That's your hamburger. But to have a deluxe burger in your life, that's really important because that deluxe burger is going to be that person that you genuinely like, genuinely care for, and they're a really important person for you. You know, they may have helped you through certain parts of your life, you know, or even if, you know, it's just a shoulder to cry on or someone to talk to and text when you need them, or someone who you can really depend on. And that likeness goes both ways. So that's why I say, in my opinion, liking means more than loving, because you really have to pay attention to the people who drain you and the people who give you energy. And as a reminder, it's okay if the people who drain you are the people who are related to you. Because I know a lot of times people tend to feel guilty that, you know, if someone may be a family member, they feel obligated. No, you don't have to. You don't. And it's okay. And it may not feel right, and you may think there's something that's wrong with you, but it's not, because none of us have any control over what we are born into. Okay, so I wanted to read you all this post that Tabitha Brown made, and it was on August 31st of 2022. And she says that it's perfectly normal not to have things in common with your family. You can be different. You can be a big dreamer. You can like different things. You can even be the first to want to move away from your hometown. They are your family, honey, not your chosen friends. And I thought that that was really important to read. And she actually has a video to go with it. So again, that was a post on August 31st, 2022. If you all want to go look at her social media to listen to that. But I thought that it was really important to say that. It goes back to what I was saying about people who are related to you. A lot of times we think that because we are related to someone that there has to be this, you know, ultimate connection to them, and it may not always be that way. And that could be a part of the liking versus loving. You know, you love them because they're your family. It's kind of like how when you're a child, you tend to love your family members solely because, you know, maybe your parents told you that you're supposed to love everyone. So you love them on just that basic portion of life. But then you become an adult, and then you learn about personality types, and then you learn about the way that people are treating you is not correct. And then you learn people ways, and you learn how they may be using or abusing you, you know, whether that be, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, what have you. You learn more about them, and you learn that you don't like them. You still love them, but you don't like them. And as it relates to, you know, our personal lives, you know, you don't have to hang out or do anything with people that you don't want to. And it's your choice. And that all relates together. And there's so many ways that, you know, I can take this message, but I think I've said enough for now. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And while you're here and before you go, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share so this message can get out in the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks.